Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a quick demo review of the new ISP Theta MSX, the brand new Michael Sweet Edition Theta. This is a brand new product, just actually unveiled a couple months ago at Winter NAMM and just now starting to ship out. So I want to give a massive shout to Rick Tomasi and his crew at the Guitar Pedal Shop, the premier dealer in the United States for pretty much all things Michael Sweet related. You see the Washburn V back there hanging on the wall. I got that last year from the Guitar Pedal Shop as well. He was one of the first dealers in the United States to get that, as well as the new ISP Theta MSX. So what I'm going to do is play some clips here through this bad boy, and it is a beast. I'm going to play some clips with the some striper tracks playing in the background, and I might play a few riffs just straight from the guitar. And I'm not going to really explore all of the presets for the non-striper related patches, although there's tons in here to explore, and I've tried them out. They are outstanding. Today we're just going to focus on some of the striper related patches because I'm sure that's kind of what brought you here to watch this video. Now, a quick explanation of my setup here. This is going to be running through a Friedman ASM 10. That's one of those modeling floor wedges, and that is going to be literally on the floor here underneath my workstation, kind of coming up at me this direction. So I'm filming everything on a Samsung Galaxy S9. The wedge is going to be behind me, so I understand it's not optimal, but just want to pick up some tones here in the room to give you a realistic impression of what this thing sounds like. Next thing I want to point out is after having this for a couple hours, I started to understand a little bit about the controls here. I'm going to point out a few things for those of you guys who are interested in running this through like a head rush, like one of the 10-inch or 12-inch head rush modeling monitors. And also, so what else do you have out there? You've got things like the Friedman, you've got the Alto TS210, which I've owned. There's a couple of those cabinets or monitoring wedges built just for modelers. So what I want to point out here is on the back, see how you've got a direct out left and right, and then you've got a stage out left and right. Okay, if you're going to be going to a front of house or a mixer console, use the direct outs. And by default, those direct outs automatically have in the global settings your speaker simulation turned on. That's critical because you're going to go to the mixing console and they're going to throw that to the front of house, so it needs to sound like a mic cabinet. The stage out, okay, I had to dig into the owner's manual because when I first plugged this in direct to the Friedman, I knew it sounded kind of off. And after playing through a Line 6 Helix for a couple of years here, basically, if you're familiar with that, it sounded like like you're playing with an amp model that did not have a cab turned on, so it kind of had that buzzy sound. I went into the owner's manual and read that by default in the global settings, if you're using these stage outs, the speaker simulation is turned off. Okay, and the reason is you would intend to run this to like an ISP Stealth, one of those power amps. And I remember when Michael Sweet was giving the clinic at Sweetwater a couple years ago for the ISP Theta Pro, he was running his stage outs to a ISP Stealth amp, a power amp, and into an extension cab on the platform or up on the stage. So that makes sense. So if you are going to run these outputs into something like a head rush or an Alto, one of those FR monitors, go into the global settings and turn on the speaker simulation for your stereo outs. So anyway, enough about that. It's just a technical thing I kind of figured out, and it just sounds phenomenal. So again, we're going to listen to a few clips and a couple of soundtracks or a couple of backing tracks with this. So hope you enjoy. It's a great unit. So it definitely has that kind of nasally parked wah sound, kind of that Schenker, real thick tone. All right, then we'll go to, this is the To Hell with the Devil now. For this tour, I think they switched over to it was a Mesa Strategy power amp rack system. So this one is actually a little beefier. Let's go into this one. And then the In God We Trust patch. I don't think I know any of this material. I think they did, again, same thing. It was like the Strategy. Yeah, it's a Strategy. The Mesa Strategy power amps for this tour as well. Sweet Straight patch. thanks for hanging in there on a rather long video. I hope you enjoyed the few presets that I did try out. Again, the new ISP Theta MSX is just loaded full of other great tones. You've got Boston tones, you've got Van Halen tones, you've got AC/DC tones, ZZ Top tones, the list goes on and on. The clean chorus is out of this world. If you've seen Ethan Broch's video on the older ISP Theta Pro, the red unit, the chorus is just unbelievable. So do yourself a favor, check this thing out in person if you can, and if not, definitely give Rick Tomasi and his crew a call at the Guitar Pedal Shop in Plymouth, Massachusetts. They will bend over backwards to find the gear that you're looking for, whether it's the Washburn Michael Sweet V or this new ISP Theta MSX pedal. And also check out Striper this year. They are on the new 2019 History Tour. So chances are they're coming to a city near you, so check them out. Appreciate you guys stopping by and watching. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. Give me a comment or a question. If you have any questions, I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But anyway, thanks again, and God bless.